So James Harden had his first practice with the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to check out all the highlights. To me, he looked good. However, reports came out that he will not debut Tuesday versus the Boston Celtics. Instead, they're going to hold him out until after the All-Star break. So let me know in the comment section, are you worried?
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, we got some things to talk about. But before we get into it, Sixer Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop. And we're going to check the highlights right here. It's about 2 minutes worth of highlights. Him, Maxey, the new backcourt for the Philadelphia 76ers. But here's the actual report from Rich Hoffman. Now, a lot of beat writers cover this, but they all got the same info. Sixers say James Harden is out through the All-Star break, officially listed as rehabilitation left hamstring, right? And will not participate in Sunday's NBA All-Star game. So, is this just the Sixers being overly cautious with their new superstar player, right? Last year in Brooklyn, he missed a lot of games throughout the regular season and the playoffs due to the hamstring, right? He is heavier, but he's still able to get buckets. I mean, he averaged 25, 8, and 10 last year with the Brooklyn Nets at the same weight. And he's still a dynamic player. You've seen when he's played this year, passing, scoring, step back, driving. He had a little trouble in the beginning because of the change of the rules with the pump faking and drawing the contact, but he's still hard and averaging 23 points per game, and he's been doing it with nobodies on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, let's look at the highlights, and you let me know if you think he's a little bit hobbled. You can see some frustration in his eye, but the movement looks good. There we go. Catch, shoot. Got the nice 76ers shirt. It's just good to see James Harden on our side, right? Crossover, quick another crossover, step back, buckets for James Harden. Maxey to follow suit. You can see maybe, when he tapped his leg, he's just like, a little lingering. Again, let me know if you're worried about it. But All-Star game is this weekend. So February 25th will be our next game. We're going to go over the schedule right after these highlights. But look, quick step back, pull up. Again, you don't see no limping at least. Just a little frustration tap to his leg. I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, especially with the days he sat out in Brooklyn and now the days he's going to sit out for the Sixers. Again, when he was sitting out for Brooklyn, I thought it was all to get traded for the simple fact that it was reported that one of his practices, he was ready to go, and then last second, they decided to pull him. And I thought it was the Brooklyn Nets being cautious for their trade asset, right? Look at this. Pull up, buckets. I mean, you barely see James Harden miss in these highlights. Maxey, too. Let me give a shout out to Maxey, who's shooting like 40% from the three-point line. But it's good to see these two building chemistry, working on their craft together. First practice for Harden. Here's the second one real quick. A little different view. It looked like they were playing horse, and this is where Maxey started to get Harden a little bit. Brick for Maxey, step back Harden, and he's going to, he made that one. But then Maxey goes on a little tear here. Bucket for Maxey, right? Harden, step back, not going to get this one. And then Maxey's like, all right, I'm going to follow suit. Step back, buckets for him. And then Harden's like, all right, I'm back. Not really. But again, it's good to see these two putting up shots. I can see Maxey learning a lot from Harden with the step back and being able to, toe that line of should we pass, should we attack, right? Because James Harden can give you whatever you want. You need 15-plus assists in a game, he got you. You need 30-plus points in a game, he got you. You need somewhat of both, he got you with 28 and 10, right? He's very good at just controlling the game to his pace. People don't want to look at James Harden as a point guard because he's an absolute bucket getter, but he is. He can control the pace of play. This is what he does. Great guys like him and CP3 do that. You just don't look at him as a point guard because of his bucket getting skills, but he can absolutely thread the needle, dimes, no look passes through the legs. I wish I had the Brooklyn Nets play where he went through the legs, and it was just a beauty. I think it was Claxton finished it at the rim. It was just a beautiful play. So again, these are the 3 games that we will miss Harden. Actually, 2. So tomorrow, February 15th, we play the Boston Celtics at 7:30. We will not see Harden in that one. Then February 17th, we play at 8:30 on TNT, primetime game, which would have been cool to see Giannis and the Bucks at full health and Philadelphia Sixers at full health with James Harden and Embiid, but we won't get that. And then goes the All-Star game, which he was reported not going to suit up. All right. But then February 25th, because they always give a pretty long break. I think the All-Star game is on the 20th, and you got 5 days into our next game, which is on the road in Minnesota against uh, Anthony, Towns, Towns, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know why I couldn't think of Towns as the centerpiece for Minnesota, but this could be the game that he suits up. Now, listen, if for some reason he doesn't suit up for this game, then that hamstring starts to be more of a problem because we got James Harden, but what type of James Harden are we going to have? The name itself ain't going to win us games. He got to play the game to win the game, right? And so James Harden is one of the best players in the NBA's, but is his hamstring going to be a problem? This is the NBA. Hamstrings linger for basketball players because it's all they do running. See, football players, they get a break, right? They play offense, they play defense. They're going to sit in between. There's no sitting. You play offense, you play defense. You got to hustle. You got to do this. So you put a lot of wear and tear on them legs. And I just hope to God that James Harden is healthy, because if you got a healthy James Harden alongside of the front runner of the MVP voting so far and Joel Embiid, it's a problem. Tobias Harris literally gets to be the third. Maxey can sit back and be the third or the fourth. There's just so many ways that this Sixers team can attack you now, inside and outside, because of the versatility of James Harden, and he makes everybody else better. You no longer have just one person on the court that needs to get doubled. You got 2. So it frees up Embiid, Harris, Maxey. Thybulle's going to be getting great looks. Will he take it? Will he make it? That's what we got to find out. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think James Harden will debut February 25th on a Friday, 8 o'clock against the Minnesota Timberwolves? Let me know. And are you worried, or do you just think the Sixers, Daryl Morey, knows that he can't chance his prized possession and he wants to let him sit, right? That's what I think. It's more along the lines of just James Harden chill, right? We're already, we're a top 3 seed in the NFC. We're a top 3 seed in the East. No need to just rush you back. Regular season's regular season. Playoffs is what we're gearing up for. This team has not got out of the second round in 20 years. It's time to get out the second round. And then once we get out the second round, we can talk about the third round, the fourth round, which would be third round being the Eastern Conference Finals and fourth round being the championship game. It could be a beauty. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section when we talk about James Harden's health and the fact that he won't be debuting tomorrow against the Boston Celtics, which I was going to find a way to take off. I got a lot of stuff I always do on Tuesday, so that's why I can't stream them games. And I already put in to give me time. That's how convinced I was that he was going to debut Tuesday against the Celtics. I took off, and now he's not going to be there. So I don't know if I'm actually going to stream that game, but we will see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't done it, help your boy out. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these drop. Peace.